to express emotions. Humans have created countless languages. Even gestures became a way to communicate. They poured their feelings into poetry and expressed their emotions through drawings and images. Today, science and technology have advanced so much that even your pain can be shared with a robot or a computer. But tell me, has this technology, even for a single moment, ever paused to consider that beyond humans, there are countless other living beings who also have feelings, who will give them a voice, who will listen to them? I am a tree. Nature created me to serve humans. But today, I wish you could take just a few moments from your precious time and listen. Listen to my emotions, emotions that have remained unspoken until now. It was 2,000 years ago. Back then, I was just a seed, buried under the weight of the soil for days, until the warmth of the earth and the heat within me became too much to hold. The soil cracked open, and for the first time, I saw the world. As I opened my eyes, I saw trees, tall and strong, all around me. They looked like me, only much older and wiser. It was then I realized I wasn't alone. I was told that many trees like me exist, that I belonged to the coast redwood family. Later, people started calling me the Chandelier tree because of the way my branches spread out like a grand chandelier. Time passed, minutes turned to hours, hours into days, days into weeks. And I began to grow. My tender leaves turned stronger, and my tiny branches reached higher. I still remember a spring morning clearly. Warm light, a gentle breeze, and wings, colorful, delicate wings dancing around me. Butterflies, their quiet ballet painted my branches in joy. It was as if life itself had come to greet me in all its colors. I stood still, but my heart, it soared with them. Then there was the pair of parrots. They chose one of my oldest branches to build a home. Day after day, I watched them gather twigs, leaves, and hope. When the eggs hatched, tiny chirps echoed through my bark. Not noise, but music. For the first time in years, I felt like more than a tree. I was their guardian, their shelter, their world. But not all memories are warm. One night, a fire broke out in the distant woods. The wind carried its poison toward us. Two trees, my brothers, who had grown with me, played with me as saplings. They burned. I couldn't move. I couldn't save them. And that night, I wept without tears. Flames took their bodies, but grief, it rooted itself in me. Then came my first encounter with humans. A spring morning, the air was cool and fragrant. I swayed with joy, but then a playful child from a passing family tore two of my leaves. I felt pain, deep pain, but none of them noticed. They walked away, laughing. The older trees around me comforted me. They told me, "We are here to serve humans." I didn't understand. How could we help humans? We don't move, we don't speak. Then, the oldest tree among us gently explained, "Our biggest gift is giving oxygen and taking in the poisonous carbon dioxide that humans release. Some of us bear fruits, rich and sweet. Others give shade so they can rest during summer heat. We let them cut our branches to make beds for their sleep, to light fires in harsh winters. Even their toys and musical instruments are carved from our bodies." I was too young to understand what is a bed, what is music, but the sadness on the old tree's face told me everything. There was a deep scar on his body. He said quietly, "These are the marks of human cruelty. They come with sharp tools and cut off whatever they want from us." I asked, shocked, But why don't you resist? Humans are so small compared to us. He looked at me with moist eyes. Son, we are made to give. That is our purpose. I still wondered, if we give so much to humans, what do they give us in return? He smiled faintly. There are good humans too. Some water us like their children. They care for our health and trim us to keep us beautiful. Time will teach you who is good, who is not. Time passed, and with it, I grew. I faced storms that nearly tore me apart. I endured autumns, every leaf leaving me, like a widow's beauty fading with sorrow. In the spring, my beauty returned, and I understood true beauty is within. Unless we believe in it, it won't show on our face. Once, a shepherd broke a branch of mine to drive away goats. It hurt, but when people sat under my shade in the summer, thankful for the coolness, my heart filled with joy. That pain, it felt worth it. One day, a part of my large branch was cut. It became firewood and toys. But one small piece turned into a toy car. A poor widow gifted it to her son, who had passed his exams with flying colors. His eyes sparkled with happiness. That night, he hugged the toy and slept peacefully. But I stayed awake, smiling at his joy. During harsh winters, the same boy's mother would collect wood from me to light a fire, and I silently offered pieces of myself. One afternoon, a newly married couple sat under me, Jack and Emma. They held hands, promised each other a lifetime of love. They carved their names on my bark. They returned often, but now both are gone. May their souls rest in peace. Their love still lives in my heart. By 1921, I was still free, but then Charles and Hazel Underwood bought me. I always took pride in being useful to humans, but nothing was more painful than 1937, when they carved a tunnel right through the center of my body. That wound stayed with me for years. Soon, restaurants and shops were built around me. Tourists came from far away and drove their cars through my hollow trunk. They laughed, took photos, but I couldn't understand, how can someone celebrate driving through a living body? Later, they even put a ticket on me. $10 to walk through me, $15 for a car. Now, I'm 2,000 years old, and for nearly 100 years, people have earned from my broken body. But I feel weak now. I know my time is near. One day, a storm will carry me away from this world. Before I go, I have questions. You humans plan to settle on Mars. Then why can't you build beds, toys, and instruments from fiber or metal after using so much of my wood? Have you ever planted even one tree to replace me? Don't you see, fewer trees mean climate disaster. Please respect nature, understand our emotions, nurture us like your own children, so the beauty of this world may last forever. My humble request, each one of you, plant at least one tree every year. Like this video, share it with others.